Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Luna over here. In today's video, we're gonna talk about the 10 must-have tools for real estate agents. So the first thing that you are going to need is a document organizing app or a tool. When I first started, I've used DOTLOOP, and it was usually provided by the brokerage that you are in. Right now, I am using ZIPFORM. So in the next short clip, I'm gonna show you guys how to add addendum, how to write up contract, how to create platform templates on ZIPFORM. What you're seeing right now is my ZIPFORM. So all the properties I am listing or I'm putting in a contract, it's all here in these little box, right? And we have templates that we already created, which, you know, input your name, your phone number, your company's info. So that way, when you write a new contract or a new listing contract, you don't have to type it in like again. Let's say increase, you know, here's like the listing and I just apply the template on there. I need to write up a addendum, right? So what I need to do is just click on the side and I can add a addendum here. Addendum form to agreement of sale. I type in the property, seller, buyer, and I just write up like what they agreed. Let's say, oh, the buyer, you know, both buyer and sellers agreed to add another $1,000 to the second deposit for the property. So usually ZIPFORM or DOTLOOP, the cost is provided by your broker, but it depends. So if you are a brand new agent, try to see if you can ask your broker to let you use his account or provide a free account for you, because those apps can add up and they can be pretty costly. Okay. The next must-have is a DocuSign, and I cannot stress enough how helpful it is to have DocuSign, especially right now, because it's kind of hard for you to meet people face-to-face. Usually when you're signing contract, it's often done by a DocuSign rather than sending them email, have them print it out, sign it, fax it back to you. Super simple. You download a contract, let's say from someone else, and you just click and then, you know, like put in your contract right here, and then all these are my completed form from my seller, and I upload a contract. Right here, you just type in your seller's name, your email. Let me just do my name. Okay, and then we go into boom, 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 you get it done, and then you just send it to your seller. So having DocuSign is so much easier. What you need to do is just create the signature of the other person. You only need your seller or your buyer full name and their email address. When you send it over to them, all they need to do is just click, 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 and they can sign the contract, and then automatically it goes back to your DocuSign. The next one that I suggest every agent to download is an app called HOMESNAP. I don't know if you guys have it all over the country, but in Philadelphia, we do have this app called HOMESNAP, and it is connected to your Bright MLS. So what I like to do with my HOMESNAP is I like to go through, I don't know if you guys can see, every time when, let's say I have a listing went up and I am going under contract with a buyer agent, I like to see how many transactions that buyer agent has done in the past, what reviews that they have receiving, if they are competent, if they have any experience. Let's say if they are a brand new agent, and I like to kind of guide them towards like the way we're working on from step to step, I would be more, you know, ahead of the schedule and asking them, hey, have you scheduled for inspection? Have you received the inspection report? Do you know when the appraisal will be scheduled? Do you know when the loan commitment is coming out? Have you received the clear to close? So I'll be there every step of the way. Just make sure, you know, they're getting the information back to me so I can go back to my seller and report the update that we have, rather than just leaving it completely like in the dark, because that doesn't make you look good. But if it's like a very experienced agent, obviously I'll be more laid back, and, you know, I'll still call them and check and update, but it won't probably just be as much as if that person is a brand new agent. So that's one thing that HOMESNAP has really helped me. And also, if you are a buyer agent, you work with a lot of buyers, you can have your buyer download the HOMESNAP as well. They can look for homes on that app. And another great way is you can send a listing, just click on the link, and through it, send them through the link, they will be open to open that HOMESNAP on there. So it's really like convenient. You can also check on comps in HOMESNAP is to see the surrounding area, how many houses have it been sold. So which leads me to the next must-have item is an iPad. And having an iPad, it kind of works just like a notebook that you would bring it to a listing presentation, but instead of like bringing a comps that you're putting it all in the folder, usually what you could do is you can just have everything downloaded in a folder in iPad. When you're showing your clients, right, possibly like comps or contract or any new homes that they want to see, you can just go through to the MLS on your iPad and then just. And the next must-have, I think it's a smart idea to design a folder for your first page. So normally when I go for a listing appointment, right, I will leave the seller property disclosure and lead paint, which are the pages that the seller needs to sign, and then give it to me. When I have an offer, I have to send the lead paint and the SPD to the buyer agent. So I usually leave the seller a copy of the SPD and lead paint, and then I'll just have it in my folder for like the office logo, company name, telephone number, and then I'll probably inject like a business card right there, and then I'll just give it to them. So that way it looks more professional and they will always find the folder. They know where exactly they're putting the stuff that you give it to them at. A next must-have item, I've said it multiple times, is these Beats headphone. You can have any other headphone that you would like. I know a couple of my friends, when they prospect, they have those big headphones that it's on like a headset, but I just find these are better. I can use it for the gym. I can also just put it around my neck when I prospect. The only thing I have to say with these Beats headphone is the price is kind of expensive. Also, they only last about 4 to 6 hours. Sometimes if I'm on the phone all day, I might have to charge it again. So I also have 2 sets of them. I have one is like this color, I have another one that's gray. So just so if like this one needs to be charged, I can just use the other headset. Next one is a open house sign. Some of you guys, or majority of the agents, when they do open house, they have a open house sign. It's either something that you pick it up and then it goes like a triangle on the road, or it's just like a for sale sign, but it has open house on there. What I think it's a great idea, I personally don't like to do open house, but if I would recommend any of you guys to do a big open house, like a mega open house, I would suggest you to get one of those like really big flag and it says open house on there, so you can just put that big sign in front of the house when the wind blows, and it just it's like really big, and I don't think it's that expensive. I've heard it from Steve. He uses that and it looks and works a lot better than just a regular open house sign right outside of the house. Next up is to have a dash cam on your car. My husband got me a dash cam for my birthday, and that's something that I've always wanted, not just because it's safety when you are driving, especially for a buyer agent. You are out on the road, you're showing houses all the time. It's also a safety precaution. Let's say if you are showing with a buyer in front of your house, right, and the dash cam can catch you and the buyer or whoever was with you at the same time. So it's just for safety reason. I think having a dash cam is extremely important, usually for real estate agent and female real estate agent. So that's another must-have items. And last one must-have items I would definitely recommend is to have a MOJO CRM system. I don't know what I would do without having MOJO CRM. I love the dollar. I also love the way how I'm producing leads through MOJO with cold calling. But in this last must-have item I wanted to talk about is the CRM, because I have different folders when I separate different priority for my leads, and it just have a very simple way to organize it. Every day when I do my follow-up calls or my tasks or my appointment, it just labels it out on my calendar. So it makes my work so much easier, because as soon as I open up my computer, I know exactly what I have to do that day. So these are the 10 must-have items, at least that works well for me. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you have any question, make sure you leave a comment down below. This is Luna over here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.